was on my way back to the house. My buddy called me, my friend who was on Big Brother, called me up and he's like, hey, I just got back. Like, come pick me up. I was like, oh, roger that. So I went and go picked him up, got him back settled in and everything. And then he was like, let's go out. I was like, all right, let's fucking go out. So he called a couple of our other friends. We went out like in the daytime. It was like early. It was still daylight out. Went to the strip club. I'm not going to lie to you, chat. That's what happened. He was like, it's good to be back home. And I was like, so what was it like? And he was like, it was great. But also, they don't let you drink in the Big Brother house. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And he was like, no, it's not. It's not fun. I was like, oh, shit. He was like, yeah, no drinking. It's like, I haven't been out like we go out in like 5 fucking months. I want to go out. And I was like, okay, well, we started at like this sports bar and had a couple drinks. And he was like, no, let's go to the fucking titty bar. I was like, all right, let's go. Yeah, that's where we're going, Kicker. That's where the story's going. So we got there, and it was me, him, and 2 of our other buddies at first. And our one friend loves strip clubs, chat. Not enjoys them. Fucking loves them. Loves strip clubs. That is his, like, that's his fucking thing. If you want to go to a strip club and have a guy that's going to enjoy it like a 6-year-old at Disneyland, this is the fucking guy to call. Nothing happens in a strip club that this guy doesn't really, really like. I'm serious. Even getting yelled at by the security guys, he loves it. He loves it. Look at him. Look at him. He loves it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Yes. Very Quagmire-esque. What the fuck? Very Quagmire-esque. So we get into the Uber. We go up to the strip club. We get out. Again, it's still daylight out. We get out of the car, walk up to the bouncers. And we're going in, and one of the bouncers taps our friend and says, hey, Bubba, you can't wear any hats. No hats in the strip club, which is a normal strip club rule, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is a normal strip club rule. I've never been to a strip club where it's just like a hat jamboree going on in there. You walk in there, they got all kinds of crazy hats. Like there's a lady with a giant fruit hat, got a guy with like a 10-gallon hat on. That's just a normal rule, is you have to take your lid off. So I didn't bother any of the rest of us at all. Like I took my hat off, and then it gets to him and he was like, okay, I'm taking it off. He says this to the guy, he goes, I'm gonna take it off, but the second you ain't looking, I'm putting it back on. So immediately we started off the strip club adventure on the wrong goddamn foot. Because the bouncer, who was friendly 10 seconds before that, immediately side-eyes him. Shoots him right in the side eye immediately and was like, if you put that back on and I catch you with it, I'm throwing you out. And I was like, son of a bitch. Why? ¿Por qué? Why would you say that? Why the fuck would you say that? If you're gonna do it, it's bad enough. But telling the fucking guy? Come on, man. Come on. Fuck is this, amateur hour? So the bouncer was immediately like staring at, he was already watching him. That's important for the story. He was already being watched. So we go in, we get a table right in the front, which was great. Surprising number of people at the titty bar as well for early evening Saturday. That should be said. But as we've discussed in the past, chat, it is hit or miss with day shift strippers. I feel like the A squads come on at night when people are already liquored up and they're there just to take that money. Do you know what I'm saying? So we go in, and the first girl that is up there on the stage, bless her heart, is God. She is, yikes. 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 And it's different strokes, different folks, chat. To be fair, you know, so maybe it was just to me. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe this is just me. Either way, I'm going to be polite because she's naked. And that's got to be a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Just a room of people, you're naked. You're making a club. You know what I mean? The last thing you want is some redneck asshole being like, just so you know, lady, you're not my cup of tea. Nobody wants that. She doesn't want that. You know what I mean? She wasn't heavy or nothing, but her face. A modern art masterpiece. Let's say there's a reason that she was assigned day shift. Anyway, so we get in there, and she's doing her thing and all, and, you know, she gets done, and we're ordering drinks and stuff, and my buddy, like, went and got the cash, so everybody had some money to tip and everything. She comes over, and she's like, thanks for watching the dance. I was like, yes, ma'am, thank you. Gave her a couple dollars. She gets over to our friend, and we'll call him Bud, so I don't embarrass him. She gets over to our friend, and all of us have given the courtesy $1 or $2. Like, we didn't really watch the dance, but here's the money that you want. I'm sure it was lovely. I'm sure you're classically trained. I'm sure it was great. That shit. And all y'all that never been to a strip club, y'all know what I mean. The courtesy $2, like, continue, madam, with what it is you were doing previous to coming over here. So we all do that. It seems like we're all on the same page. Not Bud. Not Bud. She goes to Bud, and he gives her a fucking $20 bill, Chad. God damn it. I told y'all he loves strip clubs. Loves strip clubs. So I'm sure he really thought she deserved it. I don't think that was a full-on troll. I think that he really thought that she deserved that money because he was like, oh shit, it's a naked girl. All right. You know what I mean? Like, he gives her a $20 bill, and after that, of course, she pulls up a fucking chair and sits down. God damn it. Limited real estate here, Bud, you fucking idiot. And now we just drafted a fucking swamp donkey. So, females, when they're judging on whether or not it's okay to bang you, they take in the entire situation. Everything is brought into consideration. Your outfit, the dudes you're with, and more importantly, the girls you're with. And if you're rolling around with a pack of busted wildebeests, hot girls will immediately go, okay, these dudes bang busted wildebeests. That's who they get down with. I don't want to be associated with these wampus cats. And then they all think about their one friend that they all have that's beat. You know what I mean? And then they go, well, if they're banging Mary Catherine or whatever that friend's name is that they have, I don't want to be associated with that. You immediately start out at a deficit, and Bud fucked us. This motherfucker right here. Fucking Bud. But he wasn't doing it to troll. He was having so much fun. He's like, hey, 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 hey. Hey, she's sitting with us. And I was like, yeah, no shit. No shit. You gave her $20. No shit. She's sitting down. Oh, the best goddamn thing that happened to her all fucking day. So she sits down and Bud's chatting her up and all, and I'm just like, oh, come on. You know, making a joke to my buddy. I was like, I wish some of these strippers had a next button.
Me and Matt had a blast.
Next. Anyway. So a couple of other iffies go through the rotation, and it's like, God damn, how long are we going to have to choke to get through these day shift girls? Finally, a pretty one gets up there. But she looks exhausted. And I was like, fuck it, I don't even care. We got to turn this ship around. Because Bud has set us on a dangerous course.
I thought we were getting started this
So I go up there with my buddy, and we tip her, and she was like, thanks. And I was like, oh, what's wrong? You have a bad shift? You know, trying to chat her up a little bit. And she's like, no, I'm just tired because I worked all day yesterday, and then somebody called out, so I had to work all day again today. I was like, oh, shit. Nope. So I was like, oh, shit. Like, it's one of those where she doesn't even want to be here. So that was a bust. Plus, I think she saw the first girl over there now stuffing her face with coconut shrimp that Bud ordered and sipping on her drink, and she was like, well, I'm not going over there to sit with Mary Catherine. I'll tell you that right now. Like, oh, fuck. Go back, sit down. My buddy's like, all right, you know, I got the first round. You get the next round. I was like, no problem. I get the next round of drinks. Mary Catherine orders a drink. Of course, Bud is all about it. As soon as I order the drinks, he goes, hey, you should feel this girl's back massage. She gives the best back massages ever. The first girl, the girl that sat down. The Dementor from Harry Potter who happened to be sitting down. And I was like, Bud, no, I'm good. I don't need a back massage. In fact, I'm going to go hard pass. I'm going to go hard pass on the back massage. And I also want to talk to you. I need to have a talk with you. And he was like, oh, okay, no problem. So we get up and go back by the ATM where I was like, what are you doing here? You acting like it's your first fucking time in a titty bar right now. Tipping the first fucking naked girl you see, who is clearly a D+, C- range entertainer here. And now she's sitting down and you ordered shrimp. Of anything you could have ordered at a strip bar, you order shrimp. And now we're paying for this girl's drinks or something like y'all been going steady for like a year. What are you doing? He's like, I'm just trying to have fun. I was like, no. We're trying to have fun. You're trying to get married to this girl. Who, by the way, Bud, ain't good looking. She's just naked. There's a difference. There is a goddamn difference. There's a difference between pretty girls and naked ones. Being naked raises your stock, but if other ones are prettier and naked, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing right now? And I felt like there was a come to Jesus moment, chat, where like he understood what I was trying to tell him. Like, have you ever seen one of those dolls that they make that's like creepy? Like they make it with like real human hair and it has like clothes and stuff. But like the doll's face is basically like just expressionless. It just stares, the dead eyes at you. The face is like almost like somebody was making a face and then stopped. Like there's no ridges, no valleys. It's just kind of just like a dish face. That's what this lady had going on. She had one of those creepy doll dish faces going. A doll dish face. Like any second a nor'easter ship captain was gonna bust out of the strip club kitchen and be like, we're gonna need a bigger boat, and then shoot a harpoon into this lady with these dead eyes she had. It's a bad move. And I feel like Bud knew it. So anyway, I have a conversation with him, kind of trying to bring him back into the fold. Like, come back, Bud. You're way too far out. Come back. Come back here with your friends who care about you. What are you doing out there? On a fucking crazy island with dish face. So he's like, okay. All right, I will. I'm gonna dial it back. He's like, all right. All right, now we're back. Now I feel like we're back. Also, it's important to remember, chat, this was not a celebration for Bud. Nobody was, I mean, great dude, he's my boy, but it wasn't his celebration. This son of a bitch didn't go anywhere. So anyway, I have the conversation with Bud, and everything I feel like is on the way back up to where it should be. That proper titty bar etiquette is being observed. Like we're all back on the same page. His initial excitement, he got it out of his system, and now everybody's back and doing what is appropriate rather than what's stupid. So I'm about to walk back to the table. Bud walks back first. I'm about to walk back, and the waitress comes up, and she was like, just so you're aware, there's a problem with your card. Which is the worst thing that can happen to you at a goddamn strip club. Is that. Now I was like, lady, believe you me. Your boy is very frugal with his money. And I know that there's more than enough funds on that card for titty bar related shenanigans. And she was like, yeah, I don't think that's the problem. I think the bank is declining the charge. And I was like, yeah! So anyone who does know or has listened to any of my stories like this in the past, I have absolutely reamed out my bank 20 or 30 fucking times about declining cards just willy-nilly. Because every now and again, it seems like somebody gets fucking bored at the bank fraud department and will just randomly flag a fucking charge as fraud, and it ain't. Like, sorry. You know what I mean? Like, sorry about that. It was very suspicious you bought gasoline. You fuckers. You fucking fucks. Bank of America. They go, what bank? As if I needed to even say. Everyone, all the Bank of America customers just collectively went, ugh. So, I do the heavy sigh. And I reach down for my phone, and I don't have it. It's not in my pocket. I was like, oh my God, where is it? I look back over to the table. I can't see it on the table from where I'm at. I'm like, okay, it's not an emergency. I'll just borrow a phone. I'll make this phone call. So I call up to the bank, and the guy picks up, and he's like,
thank you for calling Bank of America. This is Michael. How can I help you?
I was like, Michael, it's Eli. My card is being declined at the titty bar. It's very embarrassing. My buddy has already fucked up on the strip club etiquette by inviting over a wampus cat to sit at the table and ordering shrimp and starting a confrontation with the fucking bouncer. The last thing I need is another strike in this box, Michael. Okay? And now I have the waitress coming over to tell me something's wrong with my card. You're making me look like a goddamn fool. And I'm not going to lie, Chad, he sounded a little bit taken back.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Not exactly sure what the problem. Hold on, let me get into your account here. Let me pull up your account.
Okay, hurry it the fuck up, because she's standing right here. And she was standing right there. So he's like typing, he's doing that furious type, and then he's like,
okay, see, I think I have the account here. I'm just going to have to ask you some preliminary questions, because it appears that you're not calling from the number we have on file.
yeah, Michael, no shit. I don't have my phone. I don't know where it is. That's just yet another swing and a miss type thing to add to the shit column. This is my buddy's phone. Just get done what you need to get done.
Okay, no problem. I understand that. Crazy Saturday night, right? Okay, let's see here. What was the address you lived in when you were a child? Okay, so I'm talking 11, 12 years old, right? What was the address you lived at? And I'm going to give you 7 choices, okay?
So he lists off these 7 choices, and ain't none of them right. None of them I recognize. It's fucking ridiculous. He was like,
did you ever live at the Stadium Greek Booth, Archersville, luxurious apartment and spa in Miami? Did you live there?
hey, fuck you, Michael. Hey, fuck you, man. No. Fuck's wrong with you? Looks like somebody has a serious case of wasting my motherfucking time. So I responded back to him. I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think any of those choices is right. I don't think any of those ones is right. I'm going to say none. And he goes,
So you're saying, so your answer then is going to be none of the above is the answer.
well, yeah, you didn't give me that wasn't one of the fucking answers, but I know all those ones are wrong, so I feel like you're trying to trick me or something. And he was like, So then he goes through like 15 other fucking questions, chat, dead ass. Like, has me recite the fucking card number to him. All these different random addresses and shit. And he's like, oh, what was the name of your first pet? And all this. I'm like, ah! And the thing that drove me crazy was I probably answered 11 out of 12 correct. But the very first question with all these fake addresses was the one he kept coming back to and being like, yeah, there's an issue, though.
There's a problem. Because the first challenge question, you answered that none of those was correct. And according to our record, that's not the case.
So I got kind of mad, and I was like, Michael, what are the odds, sir, that I would go out of my way to learn all these other obscure facts in order to steal a credit card that you motherfuckers keep declining anyway? I'm not a credit card thief, Michael, but if I was, I would put the odds right around fucking 0. And most of them, I'm sure, just toss the goddamn thing after it don't work no more. They're not going to call up and answer all of your questions, sir. Don't make no sense. And I think that upset him. He's like,
well, sir, to be fair, that does happen a lot. It happens a lot. That's why I have my job. My job in the fraud department, the reason they made this job is because it happens so often. If I wasn't here to ask these questions, a lot of people would, their credit cards, they'd lose a lot of money. So that's why they do that.
I didn't believe him. I still don't believe it. I think maybe his fucking boss was there because it was taking so goddamn long. Anyway, finally get everything squared away to Michael's fucking satisfaction, and he removes the block. Then he lets me know that what triggered the alert was the fact that they do that, you know, like bars do. They do a $1 test to make sure you're not giving them a dead card before they start to ring up the bill.